Okay, so learning about how to find the area of a triangle using this formula.
Woo, let's go, baby!
We are not using that. We are using a different formula involving trig.
What's 1z?
1 over 2 or 1/2. We are not using a equals 1/2, the product of the base and the height.
That looks like a z.
Okay, but what about a equals? That's the only one I know.
Or this one, which is the same thing, b plus h over 2. We are not using that one because it's the same thing.
What about 2a is equal to b?
So this is where we get the formula we're going to use.
The formula?
The formula. This is the formula you use to solve to find the area of an SAS triangle.
It's a great try.
Pretend that this is a perfect triangle with angle C and side lengths A and B. And let this be the height H.
Call it x.
Shut up, idiots.
Hello, Matt.
So if you notice, the sine of angle C
It's 90 degrees.
is equal to H over
You
B.
need to take notes. Wait.
Actually, H over A, rather.
You don't have a writing utensil?
So, this tells you that if we multiply both sides by A,
Writing utensil?
A times the sine of C is equal to H. That's equal to the height.
There, not there.
So now that we have the formula for the height, we can plug this in to the formula we did have. 1 over 2 times B times H would be 1 over 2 times B times, we have H is equal to A times the sine of angle C. We're using this formula right here. 1/2 times B times A times the sine of angle C.
What?
So likewise, this formula can be rewritten as 1/2 times B times C times the sine of angle A. So whatever two sides you're looking for, you include the angle that's in between the two sides. Likewise, the third way you can rewrite this formula, 1/2 times A times C times the sine of angle B. Alright, so now, for this example, find the area of the triangle for which side A is 8, side B is 6, and angle C is 30 degrees.
30 degrees. What was the formula? Is equal to 1/2.
Remember, the formula is equal to 1/2 times A times B times the sine of angle C.
So 1/2 of
Is it triangle? Any
8
chance of 30
times 6 sine of 30. So
1/2 times 8 times 6 times the sine of 30.
24 sine of 30. Are we expected to find out sine of 30 on our own?
That equals 24, and I believe sine of 30, let me think about this, is 1/2. So half of 24 equals 12 square units.
Because I remember the ones that...
Yes, 1/2, 8
So
times
it's
6, let me
probably
make.
eight.
1/2 times 8 times 6 times
It is
9.
Yes.
Yeah, alright.
Let me write it down.
Let me make the multiplication clear.
Not very good.
Well, I think...
Alright, so that's how you find the area of a side angle side triangle. Now we're going to find out how to find the area of a side triangle. Alright, this is what we call Heron's formula. Alright, let small s equal the lengths of the three sides. Let the sum of the lengths of three sides all divided by 2. Then the area equals the square root of s times s minus a times s minus b times s minus c. That's whenever you have a side triangle.
What is S?
Okay, Mr. Caps are.
We will be using this formula whenever we have a side triangle.
So the S is that's the thing.
It's a constant. We get it from the law of cosines. The proof originates from the law of cosines. Okay, so now for this example. Find the area of a triangle whose sides are 4, 5, and 7. So let's first find our constant s.
How do you find S? S equal to A. Oh, okay.
You add up all the
I got
length.
it.
So to find s, you add up the lengths of the sides, and then you divide it by 2, or multiply by a half. So that would give you 1/2 of 16, which is 8. So now, your area would be the square root of 8 times 8 minus 4 times 8 minus 5 times 8 minus 7.
This reminds me of that formula in statistics where you just like keep doing.
So that would just be equal to square root of 8 times 4 times 3. Be square root of 96. Just square root of, which, if you want to factor it down,
14.
square root of 16 times 6. Square root of 16 is 4, so you could, so if you want the exact answer to be 4 times square root of 6, square units.
I think it's 16 times 6.
And that would be approximately, I think somebody said 9.8. So either of those would work.